Yo, welcome back, man. I don't care what you think, podcast. You feel me? I just want to come through here because we done had a lot of music drop. I mean, a lot of music drop. Um, from West Side Boogie, from Kendrick Lamar, from Joey Badass was supposed to drop. Funny thing, he said there was a sample that he couldn't get cleared, so we gotta wait till I think it's July 1st for the album, but that's cool because that's another holiday weekend. You get an extensive time to, bump, kind of like this Juneteenth weekend that just passed or whatever. Now, I know you're wondering, I'm doing a double feature. So I know why you're wondering, like, yo, what's for both of them for? Now, granted, I could have put hip hop there, but I chose these two vinyls because one, Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation, ain't nothing to talk about. One of the best albums of all time. One of the best albums of all time, right there. And then we got The Weeknd, Dawn AM, one of the best. One of the better artists of this generation on a legendary note. Like, where he's taken his career from mixtape Weeknd to who The Weeknd is today. He has came an extremely, he done changed everything. You feel me? So I got those two albums right here, because there are two of some of the best musically created albums. Like the instrumentals on both, the storytelling on this one, from the Rhythm Nation, just the definition of I'm gonna give you what you need to hear. I'm gonna give you what you need to know. I'm gonna give you that rise up music over a funky ass beat. Because some people can't take the message. Like some people can't take that shit raw in your face. Basically, some people can't take the message like Tupac give it to you. You feel me? A lot of people can't take the message like that. And she's one of the few that understood the assignment. I'm gonna give you the message. You're gonna be singing, dancing, flipping, and jumping off your feet. But at the same time, when you go back to sing these songs, you're gonna hear these songs and go, I didn't even know she was saying that. That's why I appreciate Rhythm Nation. And The Weeknd's just golden. Like, you can't get that voice from nowhere. Every time you throw this man on, it sounds like you put him in a jukebox. Him and Bruno Mars are like one of the few. And I know everybody like, what about Anderson .Paak? Yeah, they're a group, but Bruno Mars has been also a person, solo career wise, who played around with a lot of different, sounds throughout his career. So Bruno is another one that one day he's 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, they bounce back and forth or whatever. So the first thing I wanted to get into is I feel like mainstream hip hop and the lack thereof of good music, or even the amount of people who think that it is good music and mainstream hip hop, don't truly respect when the artist comes, gives you that value and that quality you want, but he's not big enough. And I'm going to say the artist West Side Boogie, man, his album was phenomenal. It was one of the best albums this year. Now, me myself, I have yet to crown the best hip hop album of 2022. I have a list. I have some that's high on the list. I have some very lows. I have some in the middle. But seeing as if we're only 6 months in, I won't be close to figuring out what I think is the best to about November, because when December and all that come, it's kind of hard. But from until about November, so I would have to say, West Side Boogie album is a combination of Black Therapy and Black Stereotypes mixed together to make the hood. So like how Kendrick on the Heart Part 5, or how Kendrick album was basically an attack on culture. Like, yo, we grew up in this kind of culture. That's why we look at life like this. Or we consider this black culture. That's why we grew up in a life like this. What people don't understand is culture. Well, what people don't understand is black culture, to me, is not just an urban thing. And a lot of people think black culture is just an urban thing. Like, oh, you grew up in the hood, I grew up in the hood. That's black culture. Nah, that's not that. Anybody can go by black culture. Because if I'm from the hood and I make it to become a millionaire, and my son never have to grow up in these urban rules or these urban environments and these urban lifestyles, we can still live life through black culture. Yeah, we got money, but we can still go by black culture. And I feel like that's what Kendrick was touching on. Like, yo, this is culture. It don't matter what level of wealth, no matter what level of fame you are. If you consider yourself black, and if you are black, if you consider yourself African American, and if you are African American, or if you consider yourself black and you are black, this is what black culture do. That's why they go, yo, how many black movies have you at? Yo, take his black card. That don't mean he ain't gotta be from the hood to watch all them black movies. But I feel like Boogie album is a direct conversation to the black people that grow up in the hood. His album is called More Black Superheroes. By that message alone, you kinda, I hope you get it. I hope you get that the name of his album is More Black Superheroes. I hope you understand it. I know a few of you understand it, but I hope most of you understand why he's asking for more black superheroes. You feel me? So I feel like his album talks more directly to you because he weighs in things like therapy. Same thing Kendrick. Let me line him and Kendrick up. They both speak on therapy. But Kendrick never gave you the therapy from the stance of, yo, you can't go to therapy and be a gang member. He gave you the standpoint of real niggas don't need no therapy. Therapy for soft niggas. That's black culture. That's what he's saying. Like, yo, that's how black people view therapy in our culture. Understandable. Now imagine living that. Now you heard what Kendrick just said culture was. Black people going to therapy is looked down upon. Boogie is telling you, black people going to therapy is looked down upon. Add being a gang member to it. So I can't talk to my friends. I can't talk to my family. I can't talk to my gang. You see, like they're speaking on the same topics, but Boogie is dressing up the message so more people who don't care for that listens to it. Like a true lyricist is gonna listen to K Dot. A true lyricist is gonna listen to, a true hip hop fan is gonna listen to K Dot. Even a commercial fan here and there gonna bump some Kendrick, cause you know he do got humble, poetic justice. He got enough fans. Everybody gonna bump some Kendrick. I ain't mad at people bumping some Kendrick. I just feel like, yo, that same light that's being shined on Kendrick should be shined on West Side Boogie. That album is perfect. Perfect. There's not one bad song on there. Is there a song on there not for my taste? Yes, that's the song with Snoop. And it's only not for my taste because, we all know I don't smoke weed. So that's the only song. Hold on one second. That is the only song that's not for my taste, because I don't smoke weed. But other than that one reason, every other song is good. It's a great album from start to finish. Like, I truly enjoyed every single song. I've listened to it multiple times. So for me, West Side Boogie, if you have Kendrick as 1A, if you have Kendrick like, yo, this is the best album this year. If that's how you got K Dot, then that's what it is. But after listening to West Side Boogie, he better be standing behind Kendrick like, yo, where you going, bro? We on the same bus, my guy. Where you think you going? That's all I'm saying. That is quality. West Side Boogie, you deserve your flowers. You put together another sensational album. No More Black Superheroes is out now. Wherever you get your music, no matter what streaming platform you listen to. And yes, he is a shady Interscope artist. He's an Eminem artist. I got to get that out. I got to let y'all know. Secondly, another album I listened to over the weekend. I thought it was pretty good too. It was a way better take. Kevin Gates. Yeah, I know Kevin. I know Kevin. I know how a lot of you feel about Kevin. But his album, I don't want to butcher the name, but it's Khaza. Kaza. I don't want to butcher the name. I'm sorry. That's why I spelled it out. I don't want to butcher the name. But that is also backstory on my Kevin Gates fandom. I used to be a big Kevin Gates fan. Kevin Gates, after his Aside album, I think that's what it's called, Isaiah, I forgot. But after one of his albums, he went to prison. He came home and he made the album I'm Him. That shit was ass. He had Luca Brasi 3. That shit was ass. So for me, he's on a 2.5 album slump. Where it's like, yo, you was on the rise, you hit a wall, but it stayed quality. Like, you was on a wall that stopped your rise. Boom. It stayed here. You was here, you was here, you was here, you started doing this, you started doing this, you started doing this. This album, put him back here. Put him back here. I feel like this album, he went back to what he does best. That songwriting. I don't necessarily like Kevin Gates for the blah 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 street talk, blah 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 this talk. I like the way he puts it all together and accommodated as one big tape. Like, I like how he incorporate his singing. He's like a hood. He's like the hood version of Drake to me. I like how he incorporates his melodies with his rapping. So I like how he might not have no features, but he's able to throw his voice so many different ways. I feel like it's more than just Kevin Gates on the record. And for Kevin Gates fans, y'all should know what I mean by that. Like, he's throwing his voice, but he's the only one there. Y'all get what I'm saying? That's how I feel about him. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm trying to say, but that's what I mean. So I give Kevin that. You know, that's really good. I really like that aspect of it. You know, so he addresses a lot that goes on in his personal life. He addresses his kids. He addresses a lot of things. And I feel like you people should give Kevin Gates' album a true listen. He got a couple of standouts. Now, it's a lengthy album. You know, people don't usually have the ear for 19-song albums, but it's a very lengthy album. 19 songs is a good length because, you know, if y'all know Kevin Gates, he does 2 to 3 verses, 2 hooks, a bridge. You know, that boy give you a full song. He give you a full song. He don't half-ass the songs. That boy Kevin gonna give you a full song. So I'm gonna just say, Kevin Gates' album, solid. Kevin Gates, it was a solid album. I respect that. That was a really good and a really solid album. Check that out wherever you get your albums, wherever you know, bump your music. Know what I mean, whether you buy it, whether you do what you do, but check out Kevin Gates' album. It's really good. The next album that came out over the weekend that I bumped, Logic. Boy, do I have a lot to say about Logic, but not a lot to say about Logic. So what we're going to go with Logic is his album Vinyl Days, right? This man's album has 30 songs on it. If I thought Kevin Gates shit was lengthy, this shit is a marathon. All right, 30 songs on that shit, and some very good rapping. But nobody ever said Logic wasn't a really good rapper. So it's like 30 songs on it. It's some really good rapping. And that's it. There's like 10 really good songs. Like songs, like hooks, 10 good songs. 25 good raps. Like incorporating the song. 25 good rap verses. That's 30 songs. I just want to know why. Why you make this long ass album? And then I know people say shit like, Mr. Miranda, Big Stepper is this many songs, and you said this album is that many songs. Listen to what I just said to y'all. There's 30 songs on this album. There are 10 really good records. 25 good raps. If you got through this whole 30 songs in one sitting, you are a Logic fanatic. Whoever you are. Logic, it was good, but come on, man. You did quantity over quality, and that sucks. You robbing the people of what you shouldn't be robbing the people of. So that really sucks, Logic. Like I don't like when people do lengthy albums and I feel like it's just a bunch of freestyles and throwaways. And that's exactly what this was, bruh. But now 10 songs in, I was like, oh, all right, we doing something. I got 6 more songs in and I'm like, yo, you want some bullshit. That's what you want. You want some bullshit. Come on, man, that shit long as hell. It's long as hell, and all you're doing is rapping about nothing. You ain't rapping about shit. The song with you and Russ is beautiful. But other than that, you ain't rapping about shit. You either rapping about something you always was rapping about, or you ain't rapping about shit. You right there in the middle. You either doing what Logic do, or you ain't rapping about shit. It's not a bad album. And damn sure ain't a great album. But if you're a Logic fan, it's a Logic. He didn't step out of his box to wow you or nothing. He's still trying to bring Boom Pat back. He's still trying to bring Boom Pat back. He, like I said, one hand he ain't rhyming about shit. Next hand he rhyming about something. Come on, Logic. Like let's just move on, Logic. Like let's just it's the vibes I'm getting right now. Your album feels like I told you he can rap. Now, if y'all understand what that means, then y'all know what I mean. Logic album feels like when you arguing with your boy and you like, yo, nigga, you don't know what you're talking about? Throw that shit on, bruh. That nigga can rap. And your man's like, man, that nigga can't rap. You like, nah, that nigga can rap. And your man's like, nah, that nigga can't rap. You like, man, that nigga can rap. Then he go home, bump it. He come back, you be like, yo, you bump that shit? Yeah, son was rapping his ass off. I told you he could rap. That's exactly what that shit feel like. But you can also check out Logic's Vinyl Days, wherever you stream it at. Because I'm always going to shout you out. I'm a Logic fan. Now, you lost me with everybody because you was pandering to black people, and I'm never going to respect you and like you for that one album. That everybody, when you started saying nigga because you have black and you started talking about how you got a cousin named Keisha and all that other, throw that shit out, bro. Throw that shit like that everybody shit, throw that shit out. I don't give a fuck how he feel. Throw that shit out. That everybody album shit was garbage. Throw that shit the fuck away. As a matter of fact, come here. Come here. Come here. I throw that shit away. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So that's Logic's album. I bumped that over the weekend. So it wasn't bad. It was just like, yo, he not rapping about nothing and he just rapping. I mean, so this is actually the first album I bumped Friday when I started my day listening to my new music. No Drake. Want to talk about it? Hey, yo, Drake. Want to talk about it? Nah. Man, what the fuck was that? What is that? Now, mind you, I know some of you are watching this like, but Doughboy, you aren't really a Drake fan. And touche to you. I ain't never say I was. I just want to have a conversation with Aubrey. And I just want to ask Aubrey, what the fuck was that? What was that? Like, I might not be a fan of your music, but you can rap your ass off. I might not be a fan of your music, but you be getting your harmonizing on. I'm just saying you could do better. Tell me how you heard that lately. You feel what I'm saying? I need a one that's on my. You know what I'm trying to you do? I know when I'm late. You feel me? You be doing your thing, motherfucker. Never loved us. Fucking never loved us. Bro, what the fuck was this? I feel like you did it for the TikTokers. You did it for the Instagram. You did it for the Facebooks. You did it for the Snapchats. Or whatever other app is lit. I understand that's what you had in mind as a marketing tool. Like, I got a lot of that bop. You know what I mean? I got you. I hear where you're going with it. Shit, I'm from New Jersey, baby. We do house music. You feel me? So I know where you were going. I just felt like you did a bad job at it. And just in case a nigga don't ask me, like, yo, what you think is so bad about it? One, I feel like it's dated. That's one. I don't even feel like this is music he's been recording over the years. I feel like this music is older than that. But whatever. So one, I feel like it's dated. These are just my opinions. I don't care how butthurt you get. It's just my opinion. I'm not saying he's not a bad artist. I'm not saying he's the greatest artist. I'm not saying any of that. All I'm giving you is an opinion on one tape. Just one tape. I know this is Drake's 7th album. I know he has 3 mixtapes. I'm just giving you my opinion on one. I haven't even given you my opinion on the other ones, and some of them shits are really fucking good. I'm not even giving you my opinion on that stuff. I'm just giving you my opinion on this one tape. And survey says, trash. Trash. Now people saying, it was 2 albums in 7 months. Yeah. This sounds like 2 weeks. These sound like a bunch of fucking reference tracks. Like, it sounds like he recorded a demo to send the artist. That's how I truly feel. Like, come on, Drake and my Soulja Boys, bro. Drake! Like, it feels dated. It sounds dated. Oh God. I'm sorry, people, but I just expected more Drizzy, I'm not gonna lie, I did expect more. Shit, that's a couple of songs on Certified Lover Boy that jam. I ain't gonna lie, them shit's dumb. I don't like not one song, man. Like, it got a little vibe to it, it got a little bop to it, but I don't like none of the songs. I can understand why somebody else might like the songs, and I would not argue with them. But me, myself, personally, Drizzy, I'm alright, man. Just get back to the nothing was the same, Drizzy. And I don't mean, like, go back to that rapping because it'll be dated. I just mean, Cocky Drake is, to me, the best Drake. Like that Drake that talk crazy, like 0 to 100, Pound Cake Drake, Tuskegee Leather Drake, 4 a.m., whatever, Canada time, whatever the fuck the name of them songs be. 6 a.m. in the Hawaii, whatever. That's the best hint. Because I feel like you even let your fans down. And I ain't one of your fans. But I understand. I'm a bump everything. And you fall in line with, I gotta bump that bitch. You're a big guy, Drake. I appreciate your music. I appreciate what you have done for hip hop and how you transcended it. I appreciate how you made it so mainstream niggas can't touch it. I appreciate you. I never tell you I don't appreciate you. But honestly, never mind, bruh. Honestly, never mind. You can keep it. I hope you got something up your sleeve. The video was funny. You are very entertaining. The video was funny. And just for you and your stance, I'm going to try to give you one more listen. But if you ask me, I won't do it. Now, that's the only reason why. Oh, you ain't giving him a fair shot. You got to bump it more than once. I'm a bump it. Don't let me down, Drizzy. Don't let me down. Yo, so those was the albums I listened to over the weekend. You know, even though there's been a lot of albums that came out this year. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. Kodak Black came out this year. Lil Durk came out this year. Buddy came out this year. And I'm hearing rumblings that there's even more music. I'm talking J. Cole in them. We got Beyonce dropping. Joey Badass dropping. One thing I will say, 2022 has been an amazing year for music. Whether you like any of the artists that dropped, something from your favorite artist had to drop this year. So I would have to say hip hop and music as a whole is having a very good calendar year of quality after quality after quality dropping. And the reason why I'm using quality so many times, because for you, it might be quality. But for me, it's not. But that don't change the fact that it's quality in someone's eyes. That's all I'm saying. That it's quality in someone's eyes. It might not be your very own, but it's somebody's eyes. So somebody is listening. So don't take what I'm saying and be like, oh, yo, Doughboy was hating on your shit. Let me hate all I want if that's how you feel. I ain't a part of the 750,000 niggas that bought your shit. And if I would have bought your shit, I would have just been 750,001. You losing one purchase because one person don't like it. You feel me? But let me know what y'all music was for this weekend. You feel me? Like, music was really, 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 really good this year. But you let me know what y'all been bumping throughout the week, man. Because this year has been real, real good to me. When it comes to that music, it's been real, real good to me. Real, real good to me. You feel me? And before we head out of here, I want to give a big shout out to a good friend of mine, R&B artist out there in Jersey City. He got his new single out, Teamwork. J. Luke, this for you. You can get J. Luke Teamwork wherever you get your music. Wherever you go, I'll link his Instagram in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe. And for more content, we coming to you. I'm hitting you hard. We're going to keep pushing. I got the episode with the mechanic, the New Jersey's very own Dirk Mechanics, dropping very, very soon. And then me and Ray Spitter will be back to spin the block. And every once in a while, I'll pop in and pop out with the one-on-one. I'll pop in and pop out with the one-on-one. That's all I'm saying to you. Soon we're going to have that interview with Jay Luke coming up. We got a couple of interviews we working on. We got a couple of things on different episodes we working on. But thank you for rocking and loving and supporting the I Don't Care What You Think podcast. And I'm going to say we out. See ya.
The better the cheddar, the better the watch, you fit the description. Watch your head in the drop, ahead of my time. I'm never gonna stop. I'm what they've been missing.